Hi and welcome. Here I am today to show you how to create a 360 degrees like so that you can post to Facebook. So let's minimize this and let's open Photoshop. So what I want to do is I want to go to File, Automate and Photo Merge. And we've got this window. The layout I want to set to auto, to automatic, and I'm going to use files, or I can actually use folder. So I'm going to folder, browse, and I know I've got on my desktop like so, and panel, and click OK. And this way I have all my images right here showing. Blend images together is ticked, and I'm going to click OK. And now Photoshop will do its magic. The way I shot these images was I used a tripod, it was in manual exposure, and even the focus was in manual mode. So I just got halfway through and then focused halfway through the image, and then I just put it in manual and just kept shooting as it was. It's super easy, but make sure that you overlap enough. So we're giving Photoshop enough information to say, yes, please stitch here and there. So as you can see, we've got enough information and we've got a nice panorama. Cool. So what I want to do now is I want to right click and I'm going just to merge layers. Awesome. So the first thing I want to do is I want to crop this a bit. So I'm just going to crop just something like, let me just remove ratio, clear, so I can do whatever I want. So I'll just bring down a touch, something like so, and a bit like this as well. And I'm going to accept the changes. So now, as you can see, right here on this side, and on that side we have the same place, and this is actually the tilt right here, and we've got it here as well. So I want to find a point where I can crop so it looks decent once we upload it to Facebook. So I'm just going with the crop tool. I'm going just to find my point, and my point is actually right here, and I'm going to show you where it's actually here. Whoops, just there you go. And I'm going along here. So this way I'm just picking up this frame right here. So I'll just go something like this, and now I'm just going to move it around to the other side, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. So like so, accept the changes, and it looks decent. What I'm going to do is I'm going just to check, I'm going to filter, other, and I've got right here offset. And I'm just going to offset just a touch so I can see how it's looking. And as you can see, this is where it was. It looks good. So I think it's spot on, just about. So I'm going to cancel that, so I know that this is aligned with that one. So now I just need to clone these areas. So selecting a new blank layer and selecting my clone stamp tool, I'm just going to, oops, something like so. And I'm just going to clone these areas. Make sure you spend a bit more time than me, because now I'm just doing this for the purposes of the tutorial. So I'm just going to rush a bit. I don't want you to spend 2 hours for me to be cloning, even though I didn't spend 2 hours to clone it anyway. Come on. Fat fingers, that's what I've got. And like so. And there you go. Cool. So now let's go to the bottom part. We've got here, this bit here. Done. Nice and aligned. Like so. And align this as well, and this, but Photoshop did a very decent job doing this. Now the reason why I'm cloning is so I can I could crop, but this way obviously I would lose information. So like so. And I want to have as much information as possible, and it's looking quite good. Now just get this area done as well. And I keep on sampling and making sure that everything is nice and aligned as it should. So I just need to get this a bit closer, so like this, and there we go. So there we go, and job done. So I've cloned everything, and I'm going just to merge these layers. Normally I wouldn't do it, but in this case I can. So now if I upload this image to Facebook, what happens is Facebook will read the information, and this was shot with actually my 7100, so my DSLR, with the ultra wide angle lens. So obviously Facebook won't recognize it as a panorama. So what I did was actually, so I'm going to my Dropbox folder, and what I've got here, it's actually a panorama I shot with my iPad, and I'm bringing it over. There you go. And this is not the best panorama, and it wasn't meant to be the best panorama. It was just for me, just to play a bit. And the thing is, this was shot in panorama mode using my iPad, and you can do it using your phone. So the information in here, it will actually tell Facebook this was shot in panorama mode using an iPad. So all I have to do is actually just drag into my panorama into this one here, like so. You may not see, you may see that there isn't much resolution in here. It's because I resized the panorama. I'm not using high resolution images because of the purpose of this tutorial. So something like so. I'm just going to stretch it a bit, something like this, and accept the changes. And even though I cropped before, when I cropped, I didn't click delete cropped pixels, so on the side still showing exactly the same as before. So I'm just going to crop it now. So I'll just crop here like so, and I'm going to crop this side as well, and I'm just going to bring it down a touch. And accept the changes, and now I'm going to actually delete the cropped pixels. So there you go. So now I need to crop one more pixel or so. So something like this. Okay. So now when I save this image, the information, the EXIF, it will be that was shot with an iPad in panoramic mode. So I'm going to File, Save As, and I'm going to call it Pano Tutorial. So tutorial, and I'm going to save it on my desktop as a JPEG and save. Obviously, when you're doing this, the file will be huge, and trust me, it's huge, the original 5. And even though that I resized this, still 25.7 megabytes. So I'm just going to reduce the size a bit more. So I'll click OK. And now we've got it there. So I'm just going to come here and right click, Properties, Details. And as you can see, Apple, iPad Air 2, yada, 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 all the information. So now Facebook will recognize this as Panorama. So I'm going to post it, and I'm going just to only for me, so you can actually see what's happening. Photo and video, upload photo, and open. And as you can see right here, it shows already a sphere. So I'm just going to wait to upload. And here it is. So I'm just going to write down something. So Pano tutorial post, and now as you can see, here it is, like so. I hope you enjoyed, and please subscribe, like, share with your friends, share with the family, and even share with those you don't know. And I hope this tutorial helped you. Just make sure that when you photograph this, shoot manual mode, having the camera on the tripod, it's best. And also make sure that when you take some photos that you overlap, and when you process the images, try to keep them nice and aligned the way I showed you on the tutorial. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.